Hi there, you guys. It is week 3 of our 75 hard challenge, phase 1, and this is week 2. Week 2, meaning as I'm recording this video, it's Sunday 18 in the evening because I almost did not record this video. I'm so sorry, you guys. I've had a week that was so confusing in between, but I kept to my routine. However, I missed one run because my body was extra sore. Yes, extra sore. So I ran on Tuesday, I ran on Wednesday. I was supposed to run on Thursday as well, but I couldn't because one, I woke up late and I feared that I would be late for work. So instead of running that morning for an hour, 30 minutes, the way I usually do, I decided to take a 30-minute HIIT workout in my living room at my home because I felt like leaving the house to go run 1.5 hours, I'll be late, and yeah, we cannot afford that. So yes, I did not entirely skip my workout, I just did it differently. Of course, calories burned from outside running or walking or jogging is so different from a workout done on a mat. It's different. You feel the movement when you're outside, the wind, the everything. You feel it. You feel the impact on your body. That's your legs, your arms, your back. You feel it. All right. So it's different, but I didn't skip it. However, I was hoping to cover that on Sunday morning, which means today in the morning before I go to church. I did not do that either. Why? Because yesterday on Saturday, I went to see my parents, and that was very important to me. I could not let January pass before I go to see them. I did not spend the holidays with them, so I had planned to see them before this month of January ends. So I went. So I first did my morning run. The commitment is there, you guys. I am so committed to this transformation, to this journey, to this experience, and I'm immersing myself in any way I can. So I first did my run yesterday on Saturday of 12 kilometers, about 8 miles, and I jogged before I had my breakfast and then prepared and traveled to my parents. Traveling is hectic. I do not like it. Maybe I should own a car soon. I actually should own a car soon. Yeah, guys, hit subscribe. It's probably one of those things that will help me get a car. Okay, I don't think so, but I do hope so. I do hope that something comes out of this channel, that I decided to journal my life in some way, live, or I don't know. This is live actually because I've lived it. Only a week later, that's when I'm giving you an update. So yeah, that's the thing. I've also been doing my evening, either a HIIT workout 1 hour or a 1 hour Pilates session in the evening. So that's how I've been doing my workouts daily. I did not manage to record for you the video headshots. I think I did one. I'm going to put it here, but I found it very repetitive because it's a routine that I've created. So it's no longer me trying to do something. It's a routine now. It's a daily routine that I've created for myself, a discipline, a commitment that I must do. Therefore, I found it very repetitive after my run to come and tell you that I've just finished my morning run. I could do that. I could just get out of bed and just sit on my couch and pretend to have worked out. No, you can't pretend what I usually go through in the morning, no, and just tell you I've just finished my run. No. So I have done that. However, I've been tracking my calories as well. I've been tracking how much calories I take in through AI. Yes, if you want to know which one, I'll make sure to disclose this at the end of 75 hard and tell you which particular AI I decided to feed daily activities of my life, including everything I eat, breakfast, lunch, and supper, to track my calories. So far I've maintained a calorie deficit hugely on a daily basis. I don't think there's a day I did not do that. But I was surprised at how much the food we eat unknowingly carries so much calories, and therefore we assume that we are eating healthy, but we've just taken in so much and we did not do anything to help speed up that metabolism so that you can get it out as fast. Realizing that some of the foods I like actually has so much calories, and I imagine that it didn't even have that much. Also takes longer to exit your body, and it's just so surprising. So make sure to hit subscribe, because I'll make sure to disclose everything I did every single day at the end of my 75 hard. So last time I did a scale, and I stepped on the scale, and you saw it in my last video. If you haven't, that was the first video I recorded of this challenge, of the update of the week after, and I had dropped only 0.7 kgs. To your confirmation, that's not water weight, it's actually fat. Yes, you can lose water weight, even 2 kgs, and you imagine that you have lost weight, and then as soon as you resume eating your food normally and drinking your water normally, it all comes back, and when you step back into the scale, you think you have lost or you gain, but it's actually water weight. So for me, I'm talking about 0.7 fat. I lost that in the previous week. In this week, however, I decided to observe my weight in a different way. I did not have the courage to step on a scale. The reason for this is one of two reasons. I am supposed to step on a scale in the morning after waking up and going to the bathroom, and then step on a scale before I could have my breakfast. Now, the scale I used to measure my weight was at the hospital that you saw in my previous video. Therefore, it's almost impossible for me to have gone and measured my weight before I eat food in the morning or have breakfast. Even last time, I actually weighed myself in the evening after a whole day of breakfast, lunch, supper, and 3 liters of, actually it's not even 3 liters, 3 bottles of 700 ml water in that day. However, the scale showed everything, including everything I had intaken on that particular day, meaning it's possible I had lost more or not, who knows. So this time around, I decided I will not go to the hospital to get that weight check. I will work on getting a scale in the house. That will give us more realistic, body weight as I continue to lose for the next few months. So yeah, I also found out that my running technique was an issue, and other than that, now that it's no longer just me trying to get out of the house and go run, I also found out that I need proper running shoes. The shoes I'm using to run, if you ever watched my videos back in 2018 when I started this channel, I think those videos are no longer there. If there is any one left, I think it's privated, or if not privated, it's reposted, I think, something of that kind. Me working out, those shoes, I bought them back then. I still have them, of course, but I slept on workouts. I didn't do as much. So yeah, however, this is the changes I have noticed. In my body. My clothes are shifting as in clothes that I used to just stand and let my husband zip me up. I'm able to zip myself up, and when he zips me up, he tells me, you actually have lost. I mean, this zip used to get stuck everywhere, and now it's just going all the way up without even and leaving space around me. So yeah, there is that change, and that means there is progress. Weight is also living in specific areas that I like. One, it's here in the underarms, like an extension of your breast here, and also the stomach. I've been posting some shots with my daily progress photos, and I just love that you loved that. You actually gave me 2,000 plus views on one of those. I actually appreciate you guys so much. Please hit subscribe and help me grow this channel as we continue this year of 2026. It's one of my goals, and if you could help me achieve it, I am so grateful to you all for doing that. It's evening. I've lost the lighting. I'm only using my bulb, and it's not very, very sharp. I'm a dark girl, so you're going to experience that with me. So bear with me and hit that subscribe button and like this video kindly. If you would, just write me a text message on the button down below. Leave me a comment, an encouragement. And if you are on week 2, day 1 or day 2, don't feel discouraged. My legs have been sore, have been painfully excruciating, and I still run. Surprisingly, I found myself when I start running in that motion, in that speed, I just don't feel the pain. I feel the pain after, confirming to me that it's not permanent. It can go away. but I need to get some better running shoes. If you have leads of where I can get better running shoes, I'm not a runner, but I have created a routine for myself that requires me to run 4 days a week. It's a lot of days to be running with bad shoes, and we're injuring our feet, and we don't want that. We have other things we're doing other than this. So if you have leads to a place I could get better running shoes, I think at this point, it's I've earned it. I have a routine that I must fulfill, and I need good running shoes. Please give me leads on the comment section. I'd appreciate it very much, please. Yes. And also, I'll confirm to you that yes, I run in the morning very early before I go to work. That's about 6. 6 is early, by the way, for a woman to be getting out of the house and running. But I discovered that there are so many people looking to be healthy, and they're running that early in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. And they are also self-appointed coaches. I don't like them. They are there on the road, just don't pay attention. They're there. Also, I wake up to go try run, but if I can't run as fast, I jog. And if my heart threatens to stop, I still jog, because why would you stop? It actually does that. There's a hill in my run that threatens my heart all the time. It tells me stop or I will, but I keep going and it doesn't stop, because I am in control. And I talk to myself like that daily. I tell myself when I'm running that I am breathing with my mouth, with my nose, to try and take in as much energy as I can, mostly in my mouth, because my nose don't seem to do it at the time. Breathing is very important when you're running, because that's the only way you're going to let the air circulate and replenish you as you continue to run. So in that little hill, the first time I tried to tackle it, yeah, my heart threatened to stop, and I had to stop, because I had not learned the techniques to be outside running. But I ran and I committed to it. Now I can proudly tell you that I jog, sorry, not running. I jog that hill a little more than conversational speed, a little more. So I jog all the way up, and I complete, and I still proceed to run. So I can confirm to you that there is improvement in my health and in my cardiovascular system. Is it cardiovascular system? Yes, in my cardiovascular system. Yes, there is very big improvement. However, when I saw my parent yesterday, my dad confessed something to me, and I don't think this is the first time he's saying it. I think he said it before, but I did not pay much attention to it. He told me that after I gave birth to my son, who is now 3.3, he saw me for the first time when I was being released from the hospital, and he was so worried for me. He was so worried and concerned for me. I had not just gained weight. My body was swollen. Literally. My body was swollen. I had not just gained weight. I had swollen everywhere. My face, my feet, I did not see it, but I had swollen. This, the doctor had seen even before I gave birth, because I had swollen feet. I hadn't even gone to the hospital, very concerned about them. Turns out it wasn't just my feet that were swollen. My body had stored or held up water, a lot of it, causing me to puff up. My eyes were even just closing like that. I don't even know if I have a picture. I should be able to put a picture on top of this video for you guys to see. So I wasn't looking good, and my dad was worried about me, and he said it before. I never took it that seriously, but it's that thing of not being so aware of yourself that you have lost something that you have lost. There's just something, and right now I'm choosing to take it step by step and try and get me back again, both mentally, physically. You could be okay, you could be operating just fine, and people don't see it because you're just moving and doing the things that needs to be done, but you are very far away from yourself. He surprised me by telling me that I was actually bigger than my older sister, who actually has a very big physique. I had never been that big. I had never believed I've been that big, and my dad telling me that I was actually big. We actually looked alike at some point, and I do remember seeing my sister in the mirror when I looked at myself at some point, but I was too out of myself to acknowledge it. And the first 2 years after delivery, I was only focused on getting my son fed, who I breastfed actually for 2 years. After 2 years, I decided to start cutting down on things and get my diet in order so that I can start trying to lose a bit of weight. I want to tell you that I was 104 before I gave birth, and after I gave birth, I was 95. That's a lot of kilograms to have for someone who is 5'3". All right, so I I lost weight. I tried to get back to exercise, but I couldn't keep up. I was just feeling too tired, too mentally weak, too spiritually weak. I was too weak, actually. Too weak mentally to start or to continue. I could start, but I couldn't continue. So yeah, that's what happened. And for the last whole year, I tried dieting, skipping breakfast. Everyone will tell you, don't eat breakfast, eat at 10, eat a little bit later, skip one meal, eat one meal a day. I followed all this advice. Fast, I don't know, don't eat much. There was all these things and I tried all of them. I promise I did. My body did not respond. I stayed stuck at 88 kgs. 88 kgs. And that was hard for me because I was so terrified of stepping in that scale. I did not like it. One of my colleagues actually told me, before I started this challenge, actually, he had told me that I didn't look like myself. He said that. He said I didn't look like myself. I felt I looked like someone who was just given up on something. Not life, not work, but someone who has just given up on something. Someone who is no longer taking care of themselves. That's how I can interpret the system. The words he said, I cannot exactly remember exactly the words he said, but that's what I recorded in my brain. So when I got my eating habit back in order and discipline to quit things that I don't necessarily need, for example, sugar and I don't know, pastries, I came across this challenge that I'm actually doing right now of 75 hard. However, I'm doing it in 2 phases, meaning 150 days, 5 months of total discipline and commitment to see what works and what happens. I've managed to actually lose, yes, 0.7 kgs as you saw last time. Today, I did not, and I have not checked my weight up until now, but I plan to do that. I don't know when. Maybe in the next video of week 3. And I'm hoping to have seen growth. I feel for the first 14 days was to keep up with that commitment and introduce my body to the new routine. And as of right now, my body has trusted the routine to start transforming and releasing the fats that it no longer needs. I don't know if you can see it from my face. I can see it in my waist, I can see it in my legs, I can see transformation in places where I know it has impact on. But for you guys to start seeing that big transformation, you gotta stay for the next 75 days. I'm gonna update you once a week, every single week, until the last day where I'll have a runoff of everything in the 75 days. Hard. So if you are starting now, you're not late. Start with me. Try to run 1 kilometer in the morning. I'm running 12. You don't have to do that. 1, maybe even walk 1 kilometer. Come back home and continue. You have already won. For me, I have to swallow my frog before I could attempt anything in the business of the day. My frog is that 12-kilometer run, and it's excruciating, I must tell you. And once I achieve that, anything else I do throughout the day, I do it with so much energy, with so much enthusiasm, and I'm so happy. And nothing can be difficult than that frog I swallowed in the morning. Choose your frog. Swallow it the first thing in the morning and see how that goes. It's not a one-day thing. That when I wake up, I'll find myself having lost all the weight that my body has kept. No, my neck is coming back. I had actually lost my neck. It's weird. One of the things you never realize is happening is that I'm someone with like cheeks here. These ones never go away. But I can tell you, I've observed that extra fat that usually go here, underlined under the jaws right here, is leaving me. It's not there anymore. Now, I don't know if it's the run or the workout, but they both seem to work out so perfectly well. Now, the workout does shape the body. The running does utilize the fat. And it helps me stay consistent and keep a calorie deficit. So far, I've had 3 meals a day, every day. I've not missed food. I've tracked my calories. I've eaten healthy daily, breakfast, lunch, and supper. My breakfast has been diverse. I had not completely eliminated my brown bread. I have been having 2 slices of toasted brown bread with 2 boiled eggs and an avocado where available, but not daily, and a tomato. I just slice up a tomato and put it on top and have it. But Going forward, I am releasing the festive brown bread. I love it. It's a darling in my home. Nobody eats white bread in my house. So I'm sorry, festive, but I'm releasing brown bread. However, everybody else in my house will be having it. I'm having boiled oats with a banana or a boiled egg in the morning. And that's going to be my breakfast for the longest time. I could top it with anything I want, like chia seeds, or I could simply just sprinkle any fruit of my choice on it. I could have, I don't know, I could sprinkle anything on that as long as it's healthy. Maybe fruits, maybe yogurt, maybe peanut butter, which I have very conservatively because I feel like today's peanut butter is too oiled up. Or simply just sprinkle nuts, crushed nuts, which is actually much better. So that's my breakfast for the next long while. Yeah. For lunch, I switch up between many things: boiled pumpkins, boiled cassava, boiled arrowroots, boiled sweet potatoes, boiled anything that is very traditional African, and I get everything I need from there in terms of starch and fiber. I have greens that we have everywhere: sukuma, spinach, terere. I mix them up somehow. Thoroko, if you know what those are. I'm not going to try and find their English names. No. Then I also do boiled eggs for lunch most of the times because I don't have time to cook for myself the meat. And for supper, I try keep it protein, whether it's cereal or meat or whatever type, and vegetables. So for the next long while, supper we eliminate starch. We keep it during breakfast like oats, and lunchtime the things I've just mentioned. And for supper we do protein and vegetables. Yeah. We will also drink a lot of bone broth because it's good for my running and healing my legs. Yeah, it's very good. So yeah, we'll be having a lot of that for mostly supper, or yeah, mostly supper for the broth because it's helping my recovery quite well. I think it's a bone thing. For that reason, I invite you guys to work with me. At the end of 75 Hard, I am going to tell you everything I ate: breakfast, lunch, and supper. I even create a book for it because I have fed it to an AI platform every single day. Maybe in the evening or in the afternoon. It's very accurate of everything I ate without adding or removing anything. But you will only be able to follow it or want to follow it if you see results on me. All right? I plan not to starve myself, but I want you to see results as well. So I want to preserve everything I did during this challenge for you, so that when you see the changes of me, I don't lose weight easily. And if you are that person who says that they can lose weight simply by not eating this or that, imagine if you gave it an effort like the way I am doing me on yourself. You will definitely see changes. Never quit. This is one of my New Year's challenge, and those who've been here longer, you know why I'm doing this. I'm preparing this temple for the work that it's meant to be doing. All right? All right. Now that we are together and you have hit that subscribe button, I could dare call you my sister, my brother, my friend, my gang on YouTube. Please let me see you on week 3 as we update each other on everything that we will be doing. Are we together?